co-host?
I did.
All right.
And we are good to go.
Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Leslie with Penn State Wilkes-Barre Admissions, and welcome to Virtual Week. And this academic breakout session is going to cover the engineering programs at Penn State. And engineering is a very popular program with the university. So before we get to the faculty session, just want to go over a few of the next steps to enrollment. First off, congratulations on your acceptance to Penn State and welcome to the Penn State family. The first thing you want to do is attend one of the virtual breakout sessions like you are now.
And I think we just lost Leslie's audio. Leslie, are you there?
What you want to do is respond to your offer for admission. Typically, the universal deadline to accept your offer is May 1st, but we have extended that to June 1st as a courtesy due to COVID-19. So what you want to do is log into your My Penn State account and request an extension if you need one. Hopefully you're ready to commit to Penn State and let us know that you want to attend in the fall semester. If that's the case, you can submit your non-refundable deposit, which would advance you to the next steps of enrolling at Penn State, scheduling your classes, and new student orientation. If you need off-campus housing, we do have apartments adjacent to campus called the Nittany Commons. And you can see the website there up on your screen as well as their phone number. So you can make arrangements with them once campus opens back up to check out the Nittany Commons. If you would like to commute to campus, you could also check out our website for private landlords in the area that are willing to rent to Penn State students. If at any point you guys have questions, feel free to contact the admissions office. Myself and Brian are here today in the virtual session. So you can contact us via phone or email, and we'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. If you have any questions today, feel free to type them in the chat and we'll get back to you as the program goes on. And right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it over to Sal Marsico, who is the head of our engineering programs, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about the opportunities in that program. Sal?
Okay, thanks. Welcome to the session. I'd like to thank the team for getting this session together for us, and especially the guests for today. I want to see if we get this the chat box open for you to respond to any questions that you may have as we go forward. Give me a couple of seconds. We have to share the screen with you with some information. And here we go. Okay, welcome to the Penn State campus information session for us. And what we'd like to do is to share a little bit of background about Penn State and the campus itself. The campus has its origin in Wilkes-Barre as a training location for people returning back from the military. And over time, we went from vocational education to professional education. That's what engineering is. It's not a vocation, it's a profession. We're guided by professional laws within the state, just like you would have a doctor or an attorney. We're licensed. And this is the beginning of your journey. It's an exciting time. Penn State is here for you to progress in your lifelong learning experience. And it will begin right here at Penn State, Wilkes-Barre. So what I want to do is give you a little bit of background about our campus, how our campus integrates with the entire Penn State campuses. We're not a system. We are 24 campuses that are across the state. All freshmen enter one of the campuses, whether you're Wilkes-Barre or University Park or Harrisburg or any other campus. And we all take the same courses in your major. So if you're an electrical engineering major, at our campus, as well as any other campus. You'll take the same courses, whether you're here or somewhere else. So with that being said, we're going to share some additional information with you. Well, how does Penn State fit in into the system, especially our campus, right? We are a gateway to the College of Engineering. And what that means is that we provide some formative or first year and second year courses, and sometimes third year courses before you switch locations. And so you would start here at the Wilkes-Barre campus and move over to a department within the College of Engineering. However, our campus has two special programs that are only offered here at our campus, the Wilkes-Barre campus, and that is Survey and Engineering and Electrical Engineering Technology, both 4-year degrees that are offered here. So you can start here and finish here if you'd like, or you can start here and finish at the University Park campus or another campus of your choice. In terms of your majors, how many are there? Well, as you can see, we have 14 undergraduate majors within the College of Engineering. There's about 12,000 students across the 24 campuses. And there's, imagine this, 84 student organizations that you can join at any given time. Give you a great opportunity to meet your future cohort classmates, lifelong friendships at all the organizations. Not only that, but these organizations provide spring break opportunities, fall break opportunities, where you can go and visit different states, different countries. And as part of that experience, you get to perform a project of some kind. So it's a very rewarding experience. And our campus has many or some of these organizations, but you can also tap into these organizations at University Park at any given time. Not only that, but we offer at times transportation to University Park to enjoy some of the events that happen at University Park. So you're not just limited to what is available on campus for resources, but you can also take advantage of all of the events at all the other campuses across our system. So what does the College of Engineering bring? And what does the Wilkes-Barre campus deliver as part of the College of Engineering department offerings? All of the College of Engineering's mission is to do the following: to train world-class engineers with a core knowledge so that we are problem solvers, having special skills, and that we understand complex issues, complex problems, and we want to solve those. So we are problem solvers that utilize special skills that we gain from our fundamental classes throughout the 4 years that you're here. Again, it's a lifelong process, and we start with the 4-year degree. Within the College of Engineering, we have a number of degrees that are offered. As you can see here on the screen, we have aerospace, bioengineering, mechanical, industrial, computer science, and computer engineering are also part of the College of Engineering. And it's a strong program. And these days where technology has infused so much of artificial intelligence and computer science is within that domain, many students that would normally choose electrical engineering sometimes move over to the computer science area. So it's a very well developed area. Again, you can see in the lower right part of your screen, we have surveying. We are the only ones within the state that offer surveying engineering. It is only one of 6 across the country that is accredited nationally and internationally as a surveying engineering program. And the math requirements here are the same as any other engineering requirement. There are only about probably 12 to 15 surveying programs across the country, but only 6 offer surveying engineering, which includes design components, whereas surveying technology is more equipment oriented. However, we have quite a bit of equipment in surveying. We also have drone capability. We have scanners, laser scanners, things that are used, for example, in the self-driving automobiles. We have that type of technology within the program. Another program that is housed in our campus and deliveries is the Electrical Engineering Technology program. It's a 4-year program. Slightly different than the engineering program because it's technology oriented. And that means that you get the math and the science, but it's more of an applied situation. You have more labs that are involved, more equipment on hand. And so it's slightly different. So if you like to work on projects and you want to feel how things are, touch everything, that's more aligned with the electrical engineering technology as compared to electrical engineering. Electrical engineering, you generally would have to go to University Park to finish or another one of the other campuses. But the 4-year program, you can start and finish here. One additional note that I want to point out with the survey and engineering program, that many of our students enroll in what's called a dual degree, where you complete the survey and engineering degree and you receive a bachelor's degree, and then you move over to University Park for 2 additional years and you complete the Bachelor of Civil Engineering. So in 5 years you have 2 degrees, one in survey and engineering and the other in civil engineering. They complement each other. A lot of civil engineers work in construction, land development, and those 2 degrees are very well symbiotic. They really depend on one another. Moving forward, with giving some additional information, these are the departments and the degrees within the departments. Some departments offer more degrees, more than 1 degree. So this is a list, and the presentation here will be available to you upon request. Each of these departments have a hot link, and we get as much information as you can from that department. If you want to reach out to any one of these departments, contact us, and we'll do that at the end of the session for you. And I will be sure to put you into contact with someone within the department to help you decide whether or not that particular program is for you, or you may want to decide on a different program. So what is engineering all about? As I mentioned to you, it's a profession, and it's what's referred to as a learned profession. So we learn things. What do we learn? We learn math, we learn science, we learn physics. And one of the items that most people don't realize at the beginning of your career is that economics plays a vital role in whatever we're doing. We're not going to build something, we're not going to design something unless it's economically viable. So applying all of the information we have gained through our classes, we integrate all that information. And what we as engineers do on a day-by-day basis is we look at, as we have listed here at the base, we have structures. I apologize. Let me go back 1 slide. We talk about structures. A structure is, for example, the wing of an airplane. That is a structure. Okay. Machines transmit power. We have tools. Take the simple tool of, say, a screwdriver or a wrench. Okay. How do we look at those? Well, we look to modify them, to improve them. Materials, which is kind of a great area. Some of you guys wear shirts that are made of special materials that allow it to breathe so you don't sweat. We look at how to make things through a process or processes. So with this in mind, what do? Well, we look to improve, we look to innovate, or we have a new invention. So we can invent, we can innovate and improve with the idea that how do we do all these 3 things? We utilize mathematics, science, physics, and economics. Integrate all those into performing tasks. Now, the other nice thing about engineering is that we work in groups. So we build consensus, we build friendships, okay? And with that combination, we can do a number of excellent things, okay? Now, in terms of what does the College of Engineering do? Well, the College of Engineering places a magazine and a monthly, sometimes quarterly. There's a link here for you. That way you can access the information. And something just happened here that wasn't supposed to happen. Okay, we're back. Apologize for that. Okay. One of the most important things that you can do during your tenure at Penn State, whether it's the first year, the second year, the third year, the fourth year, is to get involved in undergraduate research. There's many opportunities on our campus with the engineering faculty to get involved in performing research. Surveying engineering has quite a bit of it. Electrical engineering has quite a bit of it. If you have any desire to do some research, any faculty member will be glad to set up time in class, out of class, summer, anytime you have a break. This moves to the University Park location. And as you can see on the screen, we have many opportunities depending on where you are in your educational career, first year, second year, or so on. And there's resources in terms of finances that can happen to help you forward. Also, there's opportunities to work for companies during the summer that utilize interns, and these are paid internships that are utilized by companies to share with you what engineering is all about, and you perform engineering tasks. You're not there just to pick up coffee with anybody. That's not what we do. Engineering interns provide a benefit to the company. Otherwise, the companies would not be hiring you for the summer and paying you. Right? Now, in terms of how does engineering fit into a spectrum with technology? Well, remember that we begin with science and math. Okay, we start off with science, math, and then we start integrating information that is design oriented. We pick up more design as we move forward into our education, and there's always technology that's involved. So we look at current technology, we modify it, we might have to innovate or improve the technology. It goes back to design. Once that's set up in terms of a final design, then we will move into production. So as an engineer, you are involved in all phases of the product coming out at the end. So if we're producing a car, a lot of science goes into it, a lot of design goes into it. What kind of seats are you going to have? What material is going to be? Do we want to use a forward-looking radar? Do we want to have an electrical vehicle? Do we want to have a different braking system? And then we have to produce it. So we're involved in all, the entire spectrum from concept to production. So that's really great. And also, we have to establish some pricing. And that's where economics comes into play. Every time we move forward in building a product, there's value added in terms of dollars. And at the end, that is how we wind up pricing the final product. So what do you do when you decide that Penn State is a good option for you? Well, before you begin your career at our campus or any of the 24 campuses, we ask you to join us in a new student orientation program. And during that program, basically, we want to help you get acclimated to the system and also to develop your calendar for the upcoming year for the schedule of courses. Now, what goes along with the new student orientation date is also that we acknowledge that we want to make sure that the courses that are being offered and they're being recommended to you meet a certain level. And it's based on your assessment of what your math skills and also chemistry. So there's a little bit of science, but mostly it's just math to get to know whether or not you should be taking level 1 or level 2 math, right? And we require all students to do that. Again, that's for the benefit of everyone, so that we look forward to having all of our students move forward at a recommended pace. And the ALEX exam gives us a very good indication to be able to tell you which courses you should be taking in a sequence of math. Now, all students in the College of Engineering are required to perform and take some courses. It's referred to as entrance to major courses, right? So every program, whether you're mechanical engineering, civil engineering, surveying, aerospace, biomedical, biological, chemical engineering, any one of those, right? So you have a major, and there are requirements to enter the major. Now, when you arrive on campus, you will designate. So initially you designate a college, in this case, the College of Engineering, right? Not necessarily a department, just a college. Or you claim that, you're not really sure the direction of a major. So you'll choose the Division of Undergraduate Studies, referred to as DUS. Why? You're just not sure which major you like to take a look at. However, you may say, I want to lean a little bit towards maybe civil engineering or electrical engineering. Well, based on your ALEX score and your advisor during the new student orientation, we set up a 2-year program. Okay, so in that 2-year program scenario, we want you to follow a suggested academic plan toward a major that you may want to achieve, right? So the first 2 years, we have a designated suggested academic plan that you've built with the advisor at the new student orientation. And then in the fall semester of your second year, which is your third semester, so long as you're within 40 to 59 total credits that you've taken, and in general, each course is about 3 credits, okay, you make a request to apply for what's called entrance to major, ETM, entrance to major. And when you make the request for your entrance to major, you must have met all of the courses. And the courses are basically math, science, okay, and some engineering courses in your intended major. If you have a GPA of at least 3.0, you're guaranteed a seat in the College of Engineering. What does that mean? Well, it just means that there's limited space for all students. But if you get a 3.0, Penn State guarantees in your junior, senior year that you will be admitted to your major that you want to receive a bachelor's degree in. The only drawback to this is in the event that the major, the intended major, has administrative controls, sometimes the GPA is higher than 3.0. And there's cases where you have 3.2 as a GPA. Well, that will not, if you have a 3.0, would not guarantee you a seat in that particular major. That's referred to as administrative control. Most people get the major that they want on the first go around. So that's the point where it's important to know where you are in terms of the credit window and the major that you intend to receive a degree in. Now, what resources are available to you on campus? The building you see in the background is our libraries, referred to as the academic commons. We have classrooms that are in the lower level, the libraries in the upper level, plus an auditorium. So other than the library, we have an advising center. We're staffed by advisors, as well as you can make contact with faculty members within the College of Engineering on campus to help you support your learning experience. We also have a learning support center. okay, to help you with coursework, homework assignments, having difficulties with a subject area. So that's where you'd spend a little bit of time in case that, it's important to you to have some additional support. We also offer peer tutoring, and that's available to you. All right. We have student support services. We have career services and also student organizations. We have a very active student organization body on campus, super active, including the Thon program where we raise money for the Children's Hospital. We have a number of faculty available for you within the College of Engineering. We have surveyors, electrical, mechanical, and computer science. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 faculty members on campus that each single one of us can help you with questions and develop your suggested academic plan in the first 2 years and the beginning of your 3rd year. In your 3rd and 4th year, you'll be at University Park or one of the other campuses, and the advising people at those campuses will pick up the information for you. Okay. So with that being said, I open it up to some questions for you. Okay. This is our Student Commons building. There's some games that you can spend some free time on. We don't recommend too much free time because of the course load that is available to you. So with that being said, I'll open up to some questions.
Thanks, Sal. It doesn't look like there's any questions. Give it another minute or two, but that was very informative. And I think, the information to the students really depicts why engineering is one of the most popular programs, not only at our campus, but also throughout the university. Any questions before we wrap up?
I just want to mention one more item, if it's possible.
Yeah.
And that is the College of Engineering has over 500 faculty members full-time, and we have over 1,200 total faculty members within the system. We are one of the only campuses across the country to have nuclear reactors for study. We have the only water tunnel that handles all of the U.S. naval research to do the underwater testing. So it's a very well received program across the universe, not just for the U.S. Navy, but for everyone else. So thanks.
Yeah, it's definitely impressive. Okay, well, it doesn't look like we have any questions. Again, we do have one question here. What type of math will you be taking while studying surveying engineering? Sal?
Sure. Well, we start off with, once you have the opportunity to take the ALEX exam, you're going to be placed into one of the math classes. But generally, you're going to look at differential calculus, integral calculus, and also we look at a lot of work with determinants, right? Because the data sets are very large. So you're looking at 3 levels of math.
All right, great. Matthew, do you have any other questions directed towards surveying that maybe Sal can answer for you?
Matthew, what you could do is go on our website, the Penn State Wilkes-Barre homepage, and search for surveying program. And we have a suggested academic plan that's available, and it has a list of the math courses, and it will have a link to the description of the course. And then what you could do is you can go to the Penn State Bulletin at the psu.edu, search for Bulletin, and it has a full description of the course. And you can also search the website for a syllabi for each of those math classes. So you get a really good feel for what's involved in terms of the subject area and how you are evaluated, whether it's quizzes, homework, and exams or projects.
All right, well, if anyone has any other questions, feel free to contact the admissions office, Brian or myself directly, or also Sal is always available to our students, and that's something that he's very passionate about. So feel free to reach out to Sal as well if you have specific questions on engineering. Stay safe, and we hope to see you all soon.
Thank you.